WVIAC Conference Champion. Craig came to Wheeling from Huntington, West Virginia, where he ran cross-country and track for the Huntington High Pony Express from 1990 to 1994. He won all-state honors in cross-country in 1993. Craig was a member of the Cardinal cross-country and track and field teams from 1994 to 1998, where he earned WVIAC all-conference honors all 4 years in cross-country. He was the first male runner from WJU and the 10th in conference history to accomplish that task. He was an individual qualifier for the NAIA Cross Country National Championship as a freshman and a member of the 1997 and 1998 WVIAC championship teams in track and field. Craig graduated from Wheeling Jesuit with a Bachelor of Science in Biology and a Master's in Physical Therapy. He and his wife, Amanda, reside in Huntington, where he currently serves as Director of Physical Therapy for Tri-State Rehab Services. Our second inductee, Craig Buell. Congratulations, Craig.
Ooh, after hearing Mandy go there, I thought it might come across here a little bit, so everybody take a deep breath with me so I can try to get through this. And I definitely didn't think I was going to cry, but after watching her cry, I thought I better bring my napkin up here just in case. I didn't bring a hanky or anything. Good morning to everybody, and thank you for attending today. I need to start by saying how honored and humbled I am to be here and to be included in the ceremony with both of you great athletes, and to be included in the Hall of Fame with all the great athletes that preceded us, including Danny Sankum here, who's a good friend of mine. I also want to take the opportunity to thank the administration, the faculty, the athletic department, and the voting committee for this honor and for their hard work in providing this brunch for us. Please bear with me as I also extend my gratitude to some key people in my life who made this possible. Just to preface, this is a little joke from my wife. A runner asked his wife, "Honey, what do you love most about me? My tremendous athletic ability or my superior intellect?" And the runner's wife quickly responds, "After hearing those two options, I'd have to say what I love most about you is your ridiculous sense of humor." My wife Amanda met me long after my running days had ended here, but my love for this university and my days running cross country and track here are so close to my heart that unfortunately for her, she spends many nights listening to stories of races she's never run, and classes she's never attended, and stories about people she's yet to meet. And I appreciate you putting up with my storytelling. I love you. I spent 6 years here as a student between my undergraduate and graduate years. And being at Wheeling Jesuit University, a school that instills within its students the ideal of becoming men and women of service, focusing on others, as I prepared to speak today, it seemed a little ironic to spend time focusing on me and my accomplishments as a runner. I found it much easier to focus on all the others who'd shared with me the blood, sweat, and tears through my years of running, bringing me to this day and this receipt of this award. And that focus began with my parents and family. I'm going to get it together. Give me 1 second. Running's a tough sport, but for me it became a way of life. And for those who are closest to me, including my mom Emily, my dad Charlie, my brother Chris, and my sister Bethany, it also became a lifestyle. I'm sorry. Training was time-consuming. Our family weekends were spent at tracks and cross-country courses throughout the state of West Virginia and beyond. Our evening dinners revolved around my training and my running. For their unrelenting support financially and emotionally, their love and tremendous sacrifices of their time and energy, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and tell you that I love you very much. Thank you for being here. As I stand for induction in the Hall of Fame today, I have to tell you that my brother Chris was the real athlete in our family. I'm still in awe at how gifted he was on the baseball and soccer fields, not to mention his talent on the basketball court, which helped send our high school to the state semifinals. His athletic prowess provided me with a unique challenge to really motivate myself when it came to athletics. I was always quite proud of my brother, but I was definitely growing up in his shadow. We played all the same sports growing up, and he was so unbelievably better than me. Since I really couldn't follow his act, my parents and Neil Ferguson, the coach at Huntington High, where I went to school, encouraged me to try something that my brother wasn't always already participating in, and that pretty much left cross country and track because he did everything else. My father had run cross country in high school, and he had always loved running, so I started training and I loved it. I ran everywhere. During high school, I matured as a runner. However, I lacked maturity in many other areas of my life. When Coach Swagger arrived at the family home in Huntington to recruit me, my parents and I were impressed with what I considered to be the old man. Glad you could make it. He was old to me then anyway, 34, same age I am now. His success as a runner and coach and his personality gave my parents confidence that I could grow up under his guidance and leadership at Wheeling Jesuit. Teammates that first year included great runners like Eric O'Brien and Joe Pat Young, and awesome personalities like Matt Balke. These guys taught me a lot about running, but they also showed me it was all right to enjoy the college experience, if you know what I mean. I had many other remarkable teammates throughout the years, but my love for one stands out above all others. Adam Zundel, a.k.a. Rollo, as we affectionately referred to him, arrived as a freshman my junior year. His quick wit and his training intensity instantly garnered him respect from everyone on the team. Though we were opposites physically, I was 6 foot 125 pounds at the time, and he was about 5'6", 125 pounds at the time. We were alike in many other ways. We both ran with emotion. We worked together in practice, and initially we raced together during competition. It was apparent very quickly that we wouldn't race together long, but I think I had to convince him that he was much better than I. Like me, he was consistent. Fortunately for our team, he was consistently better than I was. Being a truly good athlete takes a lot. Hard work and physical attributes are only part of the equation. And what Adam Zundel lacked in physical stature, he made up for with his enormous heart. I became a better runner because of him, and am lucky to call him my friend. His belief in me is one of the many reasons why I'm here today, and I appreciate his effort to make the receipt of this award possible. There's no doubt, given his impressive resume as a runner, that he too will receive this honor himself very soon. He is most definitely deserving. Thanks for being here. I feel very fortunate to have had the opportunity to run for one of the most successful coaches in conference history. Mark Swagger was the type of coach who knew how to get the most out of his runners. And for those of you who understand running, and Mandy talked a little bit about running earlier, he was always able to get me to peak at the right time. I never had any doubts about whether we were training correctly or questioned a workout. He was and is a motivator, and I would have run barefoot over broken glass for the man. I respect him so much as a coach and as a family man that I still would if you told me I could do it. A quick story about Coach. You got a goatee right now? Uh-huh. Okay. When I was a senior, the guys on the team decided that we would grow a goatee in like the spirit of camaraderie. Unfortunately for me, I've always been a little facially hair challenged and continue to be. Matt, you have a great goatee, by the way. I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous. So because I couldn't grow one, Coach thought maybe he should grow one to represent the one that I couldn't grow. Now, he had always had a thick mustache, and this was the early 90s. He was a little 1980s still then, you know, with a thick mustache, but it suited him. So anyway, because I couldn't grow one, and despite his wife's wishes, he grew a goatee to represent the one that I couldn't, and affectionately referred to it the rest of the year as Craig's goatee. His accomplishments as a coach and runner, and his respect and love for us, his runners and students, are among the reasons I'm so honored to join him in the Hall of Fame. Thank you, Coach, for believing in me and for your unquestioning support. Without you, this would never have been possible. In closing, thank goodness, I want to thank all of my teammates, some of who are here today, my roommates here at school, and my closest friends for their support and for making the trip to show their support today. I have the greatest group of friends in the world, some of which have been my friends for many, many, many years, and they're seated at this table, and I appreciate you guys making the trip. And PK and your parents, thank you so much for everything. I'd also like to say that Wheeling Jesuit University has seen many other notable runners, some who I mentioned here today, who also deserve recognition, and I hope the committee will consider offering them the same honor in the near future. I'd also like to thank current coach Ricky Moore for his work and progress with the cross-country and track and field programs and for continuing the traditions. I wish him and his team success as they approach the end of yet another cross-country season, and I understand that they're at a race this weekend. Again, I offer my sincerest gratitude for today's brunch ceremony and for this distinctive award. Thank you.